What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and it's your boy Kevin here, and I'm back with another beautiful video. And today, guys, we're talking about the rapid theft and stealing that's happening in Pokemon. It is crazy because I thought this stuff was actually slowing down when I left the hobby a couple months back, but it look like it's actually ramping up. We've actually had 5 different cases within the last 3 weeks, right? Actually, it's more than that. I think it's more closer to, yeah, I think it is 5. Like 5 different cases where somebody broke into a Pokemon shop, stole cards, and it's gone to the point where it escalated to where somebody's actually brought in a gun into a store, pointed it when there was actually an event happening at the store full, like 43 people, which was insane. So I thought we'd cover it in today's video. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the news video that I was covering it because there's a whole bunch of videos going out. And then we're also going to go ahead and go over to the Instagram of the PokeCourt, which is, you know, the victims. They were the ones that were at gunpoint robbed, like literally in their store. Like this isn't like the other videos or the other thefts where it happened at nighttime and everybody was gone. Like this happened when they were open, when they had a live event. Like people were actually there, like kids, like adults. Like one guy was sitting at a table, and I was watching the footage. One guy was sitting at a table just opening packs. Then the dude comes in with a gun and points it right at him. Like it's insane. And when the dudes, I look at him, I mean, sure, maybe some of these guys are more closer to 20-year-olds, but some, like one of them looks straight like 16. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like one of them legit looks like a teenager, and maybe like it was it is so dumb. It is so dumb. Now I have to say this happened in New York, which I'm not surprised. New York is just rampant with theft. Like it's one of the reasons why I don't live in New York and I live in Florida, because it just doesn't happen often. And when it does happen, you know, like a lot of like folks here in Florida, like we carry guns, like we protect ourselves. Every time I leave my house, I'm always carrying, because of the amount of cards that I'm either carrying or the boost packs. At one point in my time, and this is before we even get into the video, I was like moving so much particular product, and I actually felt like I actually might get robbed, to where I started carrying with me even when I was vending, doing everything else. And like I said, it's getting to the point where now where all this is starting to escalate, and it's ridiculous. So we're gonna go ahead and watch the video here. I'm not gonna take it up any more of you guys this time. So this was uploaded, I believe, by Everything Witness, ABC 7 New York. So this was a news channel from New York here. So let's watch this.
Take a look at this. Police say the group of armed masked robbers went into a trading store in the meatpacking district and just ransacked the place.
Yeah, they threatened shoppers and smashed display cases before running off with $100,000 worth of Pokemon cards and other merchandise. And this isn't the first time this type of crime has happened, with similar heists throughout the country in recent weeks.
There we go. So I want to stop here. So 5 different times, and this is what they're reporting. The news stations reporting that this has happened 5 different times in the last 3 weeks. This, like, these Pokemon stores are like jewelry stores now. Like the store owners at one point, some of them might start either just completely getting out of the business, or they're going to start packing and retaliating. Like it happens like all the time in jewelry businesses. I've even seen it when it happens with truckers. When truckers like loads are being targeted, like the truckers take it into their own hands and they start firing back. Like it gets ridiculous. 5 different times within the last 3 weeks this has happened. That's insane. That's literally insane for Pokemon cards. Cardboard. And the stupid part about this is that these people buy it, like they steal this stuff, and then they're gonna go try to sell it, but which they don't understand that like Pokemon TCG owners and sellers and vendors, they're so tight that they'll know when something is like stolen. Like it like once the word start getting out, they'll start noticing when something's stolen, and it's suspicious. Once like it's harder to sell online, so they're gonna try to take it to some cases, try to sell locally, or they'll sell it to another store. But even then, like the word gets out quickly. Like these freaking thieves are freaking dumb, man. Like so dumb.
Pokemon cards are just increasingly popular. They've been popular for decades, and that is what makes them an attractive target for thieves. In And just to show you how popular they are, while the store was closed this morning while they were cleaning up, there was a line outside of people waiting to get inside, and it's been packed all day.
There was no sense of staying away.
Devoted Pokemon collectors patiently waiting for PokeCourt on West 13th Street in the Meatpacking District to reopen its doors Thursday afternoon. Employees of the relatively new store showing up for work early this morning to clean up broken glass and put the store back together again after a destructive and devastating smash and grab Wednesday evening.
I'm going to come back, support, because this is the type of thing that just brings people joy, and it brings me joy.
Yeah, and again, I'm happy. Again, I'm glad that they're you know, their customers, you know, are very loyal and they're happy to come back and support them, especially during everything, because obviously it wasn't their plan to have this happen at their first ever event. Like, keep in mind, guys, this store has like barely been open 3 months. I think they said they were open like 2 particular months, and this was their first ever community event. And their ever first community event, like, this is how it happens. This is insane. Now, here in the footage, you're gonna like see this guy's trying to smash into the slabs casing, and he's failing very bad at, like, it took him like a hot minute until he got in there. Okay, here we go. This little shit right here, and I'm gonna say it is what it is. This guy right here in like the anime backpack, he's the one, by the way, that looks like the youngest out of all these dudes. Like, this guy maybe seems like he's more in the 20s. This guy's a little bit small, look like he's in his teens. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is the one pointing out the freaking gun. Here it is. You can see that there's the barrel of the gun right there. He comes in and he starts pointing it like right there to start people. Right there. And then see the third threatening. Right there. Pointing right at the dude's dome. Right at the dude's dome.
We were having our first ever community event called Top Litter Decorating Night, where people just come and put stickers on top litters and trying to have a good time. It's a free event, and then 3 armed men came in and just like brandished guns like in their face.
It was a similar scene in Boston last week. A man is seen breaking into the store after hours and stuffing Pokemon cards into a backpack.
Actually, if you just look at any local card shop around the country, there's a good chance that they've gotten robbed. I've seen videos where, you know, the robbers will tunnel in through the wall or through the ceiling.
In less than 24 hours after the store lost more than $100,000 in inventory, there's more security in place today.
We can't let a few like bad apples like this ruin the hobby for everyone else. Like, we want to create a safe space for the community, and it really sucks that, like, you know, 50 people had to basically get held up and held hostage.
So again, this is a live look at PokeCourt here in the Meatpacking District. You can see the locksmith is still making some repairs to the front door. The security guard is standing post. This is just like what we've seen at other Soho high-end stores in the neighborhood over the last few years after these smash and grabs, having to add additional security. In terms of the suspect, the NYPD is still working to identify the men involved in this smash and grab. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. Reporting live in Meatpacking, Darla Miles, Channel.
That's just unreal, dude. Like, it's just unreal. Like, it is really, really unreal. Over Pokemon cards. And I hope they get caught. I really do. I hope they throw the book at these fools. Like, for real. Like, that is just insane. Now, I do have the PokeCourt's Instagram pulled up here. They actually also show some additional footage, and they also updated their guests on there as well, or their customers. I'm going to play that video, that clip now.
Hi everyone, it's Courtney, founder of the PokeCourt. I just want to let you know that everyone here is safe. All of our customers, employees, and friends, they're all safe. So that is the #1 priority. Secondly, it was a really bad day.
Right there, you see this? Like, there's literally a kid right here. Like, the punk. Oh my god, it just makes me upset. Whole family sitting here, and they're set at gunpoint.
We have to do some cleanup. We'll let you know more details about if we'll open tomorrow. But in the meantime, we just want to thank you all for all the support and love in this hobby. We want to make this a safe space for everyone in the community. So thank you again for all the continued support. I'm sorry, Top Litter Decorating Night did not go as planned. It was our first ever community event now that we finally have seating in our store. But on the bright side, they did leave some steam seeds.
You know, I gotta give it to her. You know, still trying to be, you know, upbeat. You know, and trying to, you know, just get going. So respect to her. Sending much love to the PokeCourt, and its family, guys, and its employees and everything. Man, it is a shame. It's sad to see. And I have seen some other creators kind of cover this, but not like a lot of them like in detail. I feel like at least that's for me, because I feel like they just don't want to show it because it's sad. But again, I wanted to show you guys because I just find this ridiculous. And here's the video of the dude trying to smash into it, and he's just doing a terrible job of like smashing into this here. And the dumb part is, like I said, the Pokemon community is very tight. Like any of these particular slabs that he's going to try to sell, like other than like singles and booster boxes, right, that really can't be marked or traced really, right? Anything else, like he's trying to grab like slabs and things like that. Just like the other robber in the other videos, like we're going to be able to tell if it's stolen. They're going to like mark it to PSA or whatever company it is. They're going to mark it as stolen, you know, because usually like PSA, if it's marked stolen, I think in a lot of cases, once they scan that particular slab, then it's registered as stolen. But it's just dumb. Like it is really, really dumb. So I hope they catch these guys, because this is just unreal. But yeah, I wanted to cover this because it's getting crazy, guys. It is getting to the point where it is like jewelry. Like you have Pokemon, it is almost like you're having gold, silver, or anything else. Like it is insane what's happening. Like I said, you know, I've even myself, you know, in the last year, you know, doing a lot of my dealings and driving out of town and, you know, buying with people, meeting up. And I'm not even gonna lie, some places that are sketchy, I always make sure that I have protection, because again, you just don't know what happened. And it does get to the point where it does feel like you're like, this is like jewelry, because, you know, you could have like multiple slabs are worth $200-300 there, and all of a sudden you got thousands of dollars like in cards just right there, you know. And it has happened, you know. It's happened even here in Florida. Like I said, I think I reported this back a couple months back on my channel, where one of my vending buddies, he ended up getting robbed, like in his particular car. Like he left his Pokemon stuff after a show in his car, went in to grab dinner, came out, car windows smashed, all the cards, all his stuff was completely gone, right? Luckily he was, you know, okay. But you know, to my point, like it's getting to that point where theft is happening 5 different times within the last 3 weeks. So anyways, man, if you and your family members, you guys are out here, protect yourself, be safe, you know. And again, sending love to the PokeCourt and their clients, and as well as their staff, man. Like I said, they're looking at rebuilding, but $100,000 of inventory lost. That's especially for a new store. Like she said, she just like they've been only open up about 2 months. So again, I'm glad that the community is sticking by them and showing up for love and everything, because they really do need it. But yeah, it's ridiculous. But guys, be safe out here, man. You know, especially if you're going out to these particular events, and especially if you're living in these particular states. Because if you notice, the states that are happening, it's the states that generally also have the most issues when it comes to theft. You know, Washington, California, New York, Georgia. Like it's these particular states. So you guys are in these particular states. You know, not to say that it can't happen in other states for sure, but it's happened more predominantly from what I've seen in these particular states, because again, those are states that just rapid for theft. Like it happens. Like again, I'm not shocked that this is in New York, but it's just still sad to see. Anyway, guys, tell me in the comment section what you guys think. You know, what are you guys doing? Things like that. Are you guys, you know, being careful as you possibly can? Go show them some love, guys. I'm gonna leave their stuff, their social medias, their videos, and all that stuff in the description. You guys want to check them out. If I didn't mention this earlier in the beginning and you guys made it this far, I'm also going to make shorts on it later. But I also am giving a Snorlax hoodie away. You know, it's a very nice one. I've had a lot of requests for a lot of people once I made my first one. So I just got a brand new batch in, and I'm decided I'm going to give one of these away to you guys. We're probably going to give it near the end of the month away, near the end of the month. And all you guys going to have to do is just come back. to this particular video and just leave a particular comment, and then we'll come back to it and then we'll roll it, because I'm gonna route everybody to this particular video so they're aware of now in the Pokemon stuff, so you guys have some incentives to actually come watch the video. But again, you guys get aware of what's particularly happening, especially when it comes to theft. But other than that, guys, appreciate you guys watching the video. More stuff will be coming up here soon, guys. I do have a video plan for you guys near the end of the month with my buddy Ray. Me and him are going to be going Pokemon hunting. Going to go to a Pokemon show, and like I said, I am going to rebuild my collection. So I already have a couple things in mind, and I'm going to make a video, you know, telling you guys the things that I'm going to be looking at picking up, especially that I'm rebuilding my collection. But other than that, this has been your boy Kev signing. Peace. I'm out of here.